Richie Brown, senior linebacker from Mississippi State, is about to join us, so we're going to have a little fun with Richie here and talk a little football here. Have a seat, Richie. Good. How you doing?
How are you?
There you go. Richie's sitting down, looking sharp, too, with the suit and everything. Damn, Rich, did you come here to pick up the women or what, man? You're looking sharp, dude.
Married man. So
married man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My
nice.
wife actually dressed me. So.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That's the reason why. Okay, now we got it. How long you been married?
I've been married for a year and a month.
Wow. Oh, you're still playing house is what I say.
Yeah, sure.
I got 22 years.
Yeah.
You got how long?
I have 25.
25.
You
so you got a couple of 20-plus dudes right here. So how about that? So how is marriage life?
I love it. It's been a blessing. It's been she's helped me in a lot of ways. She's
Don't
an
they?
Awesome girl.
Those are the good women.
Those are.
I'm sure you got it too, Joe. I mean, without them, we're lost, dude.
Oh, yeah.
We're just absolutely lost. Wait till you get older and you start forgetting stuff. You really need them.
Yeah.
You know?
You probably grow more dependent on them as time goes on.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. How about you, Joe? You totally depend on your wife, right?
Well, yeah, because I always forget things.
Yeah.
So
you don't forget the anniversary, right?
Oh, no.
That's the one thing you can't forget, Richie.
You know why I don't
forget? We can't forget the anniversary.
5/15/15, so I can remember
That's good. Well, I'm always at the ACC basketball tournament during my anniversary. So
that's your reminder.
Yeah. I'm always working, but this year was number 25, so we had a very special time. I'll give you some hints after the interview.
Oh, yeah, please.
Exactly. Yeah, no
I'll
doubt.
take them.
No doubt.
You have a really interesting story and a lot of different things to talk about. Different connections to Florida and South Florida. Before we talk about your team, we have your old defensive coordinator now, Manny Diaz.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Coach Diaz, and what do you think he'll do for the University of Miami?
Coach Diaz is going to do great things where he goes. He was an awesome coach. I really appreciate him. He taught me a lot about the game of football that I really needed to learn, and he was obviously my coach, probably my best season I've had so far. So, I mean, I have a lot of respect for him. He's an awesome coach, and he's going to do great things wherever he goes.
If you had to describe him for our fans and maybe any of the Canes players that might be listening, because we are the home of the Canes.
Right. He's very mellow. He's very low-key, but as soon as anything football gets talked about, he turns up the intensity a little bit, and, he's very real with you. He's not going to be fake. He's a very real guy. He's pretty funny too. He's a pretty funny guy. We had a lot of fun times together in the film room.
So he has the intensity and the sense of humor. So he kind of breaks it up. Okay.
Yeah. You wouldn't really. He's kind of quiet, other than that. But he's a good guy, and I had a lot of fun. Being under him as a player.
How would you describe his defense?
His defense, I like it a lot. He simplifies things. He makes it very easy to understand, and he executes, and he's all about tackling the ball. He kind of makes things simple. He's like, look, we're not going to complicate this. We're going to execute. We're going to attack. We're going to be aggressive, and that's what's going to win us games. You guys are going to win us the game, not the defensive scheme, not this. The players, you guys are going to win us the game.
2 years ago, you were in Miami for the Orange Bowl game.
Yeah, I was.
What was and you played Georgia Tech. Miller, our engineer, is an engineer for Georgia Tech. What was your experience like?
It was a lot of fun. That was a very fun week. We stayed at a fun hotel. We had a lot of fun times going to the beach, jet skiing, stuff like that. It was a blast. It was one of the funnest bowl games I've ever been to. So,
let me ask you, because you've had an interesting upbringing with the hurricane and everything. Can you talk to the folks about what your experience? You lost your home, and you were homeless, and then you had to move to Cocoa Beach.
Yep. Moved to Cocoa Beach.
Tell us a little bit about your story. Hurricane Katrina, right?
Yep. It completely wiped out our house. We've stayed on the coast for about 2 weeks, coast of Mississippi. And then we moved to Cocoa Beach where my grandpa lived, and then we moved down to Tampa where my aunt and my cousins live. And we were there for about 6 or 7 months, and spent a lot of time there until we were able to move back to Mississippi.
Did you pick up any surfing at Cocoa Beach?
Oh yeah, I
did?
served. Not really as much surfing as I did boogie boarding. I was a little young at the time, but yeah, I did skimboarding and all kind of stuff, and it was great.
At that moment, where were you? Where was your state of mind? Because obviously your whole world has been turned upside down.
Right.
I'm wondering, how'd you find the light at the end of the tunnel?
Well, I think the Lord used that in an interesting way. He really, all that adversity kind of helped me become who I am. today as a football player. I learned a lot real young, helped me mature real fast, brought me and my family close together. And you'd be surprised the testimonies of me and people that are around me of how, the Lord used that in a great way. He turned something bad into something really good for us.
It had to be, as O said, horrific situation. First, getting through the hurricane, and lots of people in South Florida can relate because we did have a hurricane in 1992 that wiped out a lot of South Florida. But, again, you lost your house and you were able to get through it. What was your experience like when you got into Florida?
Obviously it was a pretty rough time. We were a little shaken up. But, some nerves were starting to calm, once we got around our family in Florida. And, eventually, things calmed down. We got to spend time with our family, so it was actually pretty good, pretty positive. We got to hang out in Tampa. We had vacation there before, so we knew kind of the area. But it was kind of cool just to spend 6 months there and just really just kind of hang out and get close to family, go to the beach, go fishing down in all over the place in St. Petersburg and all around Tampa.
There you go.
All right, they're going to sweep you out of here, but quickly, what kind of year are you going to have? Your whole team.
My whole team. We're going to have a good year. We're working really hard this summer. And, hopefully we'll surprise some people. And we got some young talent that hopefully they're going to develop, and we're going to see some good things out of them this year.
Richie, hey, thank you for the time, man. You're a class act. And good luck on the marriage there, man.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Nice to meet you.
You got it, man. There you go. Richie Brown, the senior linebacker for Mississippi State, joining us here on the program.